You have to stop. If that valve goes through...
Get out of here, Murphy.
No, if that valve goes through, he'll die. I thought
security.
It was an aortic dissection, but I was wrong. The cold feet are from a correct...
Just as the valve catheter is inserted, the patient's blood pressure suddenly spikes. With no other choice, the lead surgeon pulls the catheter out. Shaun finally lets out a sigh of relief. Turns out Shaun noticed something was wrong early on. During morning rounds, Shaun overheard the patient mentioning a detail.
Why do you guys keep so cold in here? My feet are freezing.
But the patient was already scheduled for heart valve surgery, so Shaun went straight to the president, who was reviewing the case with a top specialist.
That would kill him.
Shaun explained that cold feet mean poor circulation. This indicates the heart isn't pumping enough blood. If they force the valve into the damaged area during surgery, it could tear the aorta and end the patient's life instantly. Shaun suggested one more angiogram before the procedure, but the senior doctor dismissed it as unnecessary.
You don't need to load him up with yet another procedure when there was no mistake.
Studies show that old people are less likely to admit mistakes because they are less aware when they've made one.
The president told Shaun that this surgeon is a world-class expert with a perfect 100% success rate. He thought Shaun was just overwrought and ordered him to take a few days off, but as Shaun was leaving,
You will kill him.
Shaun refused to give up. He went straight to the patient to explain the risk, but the patient chose to trust the expert instead. Even then, Shaun stood his ground.
If you survived, you'd have severe anoxic brain damage, but it's unlikely you'd survive.
When the president found out, he was absolutely furious, but Shaun still insisted on the angiogram. The president had no choice but to suspend him. Even his colleagues tried to talk him down, telling him that everything looked fine.
We all make mistakes, and I think you should leave the building while you're still forgiven.
But Shaun didn't buy it. He rushed into the OR, demanding the surgeon stop the procedure immediately. The president ordered security to drag him out. Just as the valve catheter was being inserted into the patient, his blood pressure went through the roof. Luckily, the surgeon reacted fast and pulled the catheter out just in time. That one move saved the patient's life.
Dr. Murphy, go on.
Shaun explained that it wasn't an aortic dissection, but the patient's aorta is much narrower than normal. That was the real cause of the poor circulation, and why his feet were always cold. In that moment, the lead surgeon dropped his ego and sincerely asked Shaun to assist with the surgery. The procedure went perfectly after that. Even Shaun was impressed by the expert's skill.
Very good.
I think he knows that.
Still nice to hear.
But just as they were about to close the incision, the assistant handed over a tube of antibiotics. The surgeon realized something. Applying antibiotics to every site before closing is a tiny detail to prevent infection, but it is absolutely critical. At that moment, a shocking decision flashed through the doctor's mind. After leaving the OR,
I'm quitting surgery.
I don't understand. When did you decide?
15 minutes ago. I nearly closed up without doing a final antibiotic lavage.
But you didn't. Nurse Barker prompted you with a syringe.